Hi everyone, if you are new to my channel, hello, glad to have you here. If you're subscribed, welcome back and thank you for tuning in to another pick a card reading. Glad to have all you guys here as always. Usually my intros are pretty quick because I just want to get to the reading right away, but I wanted to touch on a couple different things really. So the channel turned a year old and I'm still here. I know I've been absent. I know I haven't been posting the pick a card readings like I have. I have not forgotten about you guys or the channel. I think I just have to come up with a better schedule for myself to begin with, but also when my energy is down, you guys, I'm not in that space to do a reading. It does take energy, and I know any of the YouTube readers out there understands that. So the energy has been very crazy, probably the whole year to be honest, so I've been feeling it, and that's why. So it's not that I'm trying to be delayed, it's just that I am, but I'm going to try to be better about it so I can get you guys more pick a card readings. Now for today's pick a card reading, so I wanted to revisit one of the pick a card readings, probably the one that probably got the most views, actually is still my most popular video to date, and that's why I'm redoing it. I did get a request, I actually got a few requests to redo this one, and I had already kind of planned out what am I going to do for my 1 year? What am I going to do? Because I wanted to do something special. It is a pretty big deal. At least for me it is. And so maybe for some of you, you know, especially the ones who support this channel, thank you guys so much. And I was like, this one, I just got to revisit it. Let's see what else we can find out. Let's see what else we can add on. What stuff stays the same? What's different? So Who Will I Marry? It's back, part 2. So this is what we're doing today. We have 4 piles for you to choose from. Beginning on the left, as always, we have the angel wings, angel pendant, but angel wings, whatever. The lilac butterfly, the seashell for 3, and 4, ending with the sugar skull. And that is the piles for you to choose from today. So this one, you don't have to think about anyone specifically. You just need to listen to your gut. Where are you being drawn to? If it's more than one, go ahead and select it. But if it's just one specifically, go towards it. If you can't make up your mind, then you just need to clear your mind, take a few deep breaths before, and choose. So timestamps you will find in the description box and in the comments section. And I will meet you guys at your pile. Hi pile 1, you guys are the angel pendant. Welcome to your pick a card reading. So today we are revisiting one of my, well, actually the most popular video on my channel, and we're adding on to it. So this is part 2, Who Will I Marry? And so things might be a bit different. You might get some of the same stuff. It really doesn't matter, you know, it just kind of gives you clues as to who it is. And everything is sorted out. I am going to be adding a couple new things. I've been doing these on my personal readings, so I'm going to bring that to the channel today, and that's actually the fun part, so we'll get to that at the end. And to start off, we have the angel pendant. So the angel pendant, to me, I'm feeling like for most of you this is going to be somebody divinely guided to. For some of you this will be a soulmate. For some of you possibly twin flame. If not, it's going to be someone who is very, very spiritual. Okay, maybe not very spiritual, but they have a spiritual side to them. Some of them might be very religious, might be very traditional with their upbringing as well. So they might have maybe a little bit black and white, kind of, you know, what's right and wrong, and that kind of the traditional values is what I'm getting with this too. So let's find out. Everything is sorted out, and let's see how this one goes. I really don't remember how the first one went. I know some interesting things came out, but I'm switching it up a little bit. A few different cards, kind of the same for the most part. So starting off with tarot, we have the Queen of Swords. I think I'm gonna lay this out over here. Is that in the frame? Yeah, I want to have room for everything. We have the Five of Cups. The King of Pentacles. That stone's going to be in the way. Sorry, guys. It's going to make it a little crooked. And the Page of Cups. So we do have 2 water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is present here. Do I want to lay out everything? I'm going to lay everything out. No, because then that'll distract me. That'll give me too much to think about. So let's start with the tarot. Okay. Your person is very direct and to the point, but they're also pretty much reserved. I feel like the only time that they get really defensive, although they will come at you, is when they're triggered or when you push their buttons too much. I do feel like this person is someone who is a little bit emotional. For some of them, I do feel like they've lost someone, family member that was near to them. And it left this emptiness. It was somebody that they really confided in, and someone who was really important and they were close to. They are also someone who is, for the most part, they're very grounded. I feel like they're very connected to their career. They're very career oriented. A lot of goals in mind that they have set out for a lot of them. I feel like some of these, and it won't be for everybody, I feel like your person has gone through a lot, dedicated a lot of time to school, like college, university. So that's something else, that they've been very studious. They've worked very hard for the success in their life. They are very abundant in what they have. They're very realistic as well. So they are very down to earth. But at times they just kind of, I'm getting almost someone who kind of just is a little bit more to themselves. They're not someone who is as extroverted as they are introverted. But if you mess with them, they'll go into that Queen of Swords energy. So it's like, don't fuck with them in the wrong way kind of thing. So they're not someone who is a good communicator. They're someone who doesn't beat around the bush. They're going to tell you how it is. They're not going to be afraid of it. They are going to be a little bit in their thoughts, but not, I feel like they're more led by their emotions than their thoughts. And this is someone who is very intuitive, is pretty much romantic, has a little bit of a fashion sense, knows a little fashionista style kind here is also what I'm getting. I'm getting someone who spends a lot of time by the water as well. That's something that I was getting. Someone who's grown up by the ocean even. Anything else? For some of you, this person is going to be divorced, or they've separated from somebody. Either when, they're going to be separated by the time you meet them, or they've just gone through a separation. Something about dancing for some of these. For some of you, your person is going to be very much into dancing or into the arts. Almost kind of like the Libra energy is what I'm picking up on with the Queen of Swords. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get to your oracle cards. Ooh, I want to put her over here. Look at that one. I have not seen this one in one of my readings for a while. And how do I want to do this? Okay, I'm going to put these down here. We have the heron, the elephant, guide, lover, nice. And I'm going to put 2 up here. So we have the purse, cat, I don't want to mess up. There we go. It's a little bit better, I hope. Ring, younger man, hammock, younger woman. Okay, so obviously this person for you guys is someone who's going to be younger than you. It feels like For some of you, it may be because of the separation and the divorce that I was talking about. They may already have children. So they may have a son and a daughter, or they just might have kids, you know, one of each, or one depending on, yeah, that kind of thing. But if not, it's going to be where I feel like they're going to be younger than you. Where do I want to start? I'm going to start with the Heron over here. And so this is detachment, faith, harmony. And you're being guided to follow your inner wisdom, find clarity, and focus on purpose, passion, and joy. Begin now to reinvent yourself and your life. You are a powerful co-creator with limitless inner wisdom and infinite potential. For some reason, the old soul just came up to me. And because I was mentioning in the beginning of it being a soulmate, a twin flame, this is somebody who is not new to this life, you know, not new to living in this on earth kind of thing, in this realm. You do have faith as well too with that. So someone who is very spiritual, has a lot of faith, religious, whichever applies for you guys. Detachment, they know. Like, that's the thing. They are good on their, because they're so introverted. I feel like they are okay not having as many people around them. They're not the type of person to go out to a ton of different parties and just be like a social butterfly as much. They're more kind of introverted. So when it comes to detachment, it's a little bit easier for them since they don't have that need or that desire to constantly be around people or constantly talking around people. They're cool on their own. So when this person lets you into their world, it's going to be a big deal because one, they're trusting you and they're allowing you into their world, and they're pretty limited as far as who they allow to access them and who they are and the real person. So I kind of feel like your person is a little bit of a romantic with the Lover and the Page of Cups energy. I know I'm skipping around, you guys. This is just how I do it. I don't care, you know, like as long as I get you the information. Great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. This person is very affectionate, very loving, very doting. Yeah, this is like someone who is all about a romantic at heart, no matter what. They are just, once you are in their world and you guys have that connection, it's like you're going to be their world. They're going to spoil you. They're going to be there for you. They are just going to give you everything, and they're going to be able to provide. You have the King of Pentacles, and when I see the ring and the purse, this person is going to be there for you, not just financially, but emotionally. They're going to be able to express their love to you in all kinds of ways. It's not going to be just limited. Of course, everyone has their own love language, so once they figure out yours, they're probably going to hone in on that, and that's when that's going to be what they're going to be after to get, you know, to win your heart. Let's go back here to the Heron. Let's go to the Elephant. Affectionate, intelligent, physical strength. Yeah, so we're just talking about someone who's very affectionate, very caring, very doting, who's going to be there for you. You're being guided to focus on the relationships in your life that bring harmony, stability, opportunity, and unconditional love. Yeah. There is no obstacle that can hinder your forward movement. You possess limitless mental and physical strength. Your person has been through so much. I feel like this loss that they've had has just, in a way, changed them. It's really changed their world, and they've really had to adapt to it. But emotionally, because they are to themselves, because they tend to think a lot, and they listen to themselves, they listen to spirit, you know, whoever's around them, as far as spiritual, you know, say, not actual person. So they communicate with others, but not like people as much. So what I was getting with that, they are just, they don't have to, they've developed their strength on their own. They don't need to rely on anyone else. Their strength comes within. Their strength comes from their faith. And over here it was funny because it always happens, and I love it when it happens. It was talking about harmony, and harmony's over here with the Heron. So I love how these two cards just connect to each other. And then with unconditional love and affection, very much a lover type energy. So a little bit more of the water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you know, they're known for being a little bit more emotional, and that's also what I was talking about too. So we have the Guide, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So this person is very connected to spirit, very connected. They might go to church quite a bit. For some, I was getting like someone who sings at church as well. And you do have the owl here. And so your person might be a little bit of a night owl. I feel like they are that wise old soul, but also a night owl where they like staying up late at night. They're not too much of a morning person. Do not wake them up. They, you know, don't try to wake them up. They cut off, you guys. I'm sorry. Don't wake them up when they're sleeping. Don't mess with their sleep. Let them be, you know, happy, or they'll go into that Queen of Swords energy. Not afraid to tell you off. And let's go over here. And what I was getting to with unconditional love before I jump to the other cards was that twin flame. Because if you are a twin flame, you're very much aware of the twin flame journey is about self-love, but it's also about unconditional love because of everything that goes on within the connection. I don't even know, like there's people racing. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it sounded like people were racing on the street. But Cat, a two-faced friend. This person can switch it up. So they can adapt to any type of situation. They can talk to any kind of people. Even though they are more introverted, they know how to speak to people, and they know how to figure out people. And as far as how their personality is, how to connect with them, how to speak to them. So they are very, very smart, very intelligent type of person. With the two-faced, I just get like they can be very lovey, happy, you know, just loving on you, all kinds of things. But then like that, they go into that Queen of Swords energy. So maybe a little bit bipolar type energy, slightly, maybe, kind of, sort of, you know. I mean, everyone, no one's going to be perfect. And they're going to have their moments just like anyone else. So I'm not going to paint a picture of just their perfect qualities. That's going to be some of the stuff too. And they are going to be possibly someone who's not as talkative and social. So if it might be that you're the more social one and they're not, or maybe you're both quiet and private. So whatever, you know, everyone has their own taste on what they're looking for. This is just what I'm getting here. And the Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So this is going to be a very romantic type of relationship. Again, another sign of romance. And I think that's what I was, no, that was what I was talking about, the other one. I was talking about their finances. So with the Ring, that's also tying in to the lover energy and that Page of Cups. Just, beautiful. I just saw 222. I don't know if you guys have been seeing any numbers. Let me know if you've been seeing any specific numbers a lot lately. I know I have, so curious to see what the rest, the collective, is getting. The Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. This person gets away. They need to stay away from people. I feel like people drains them, and they just, again, not that social type of individual. But I do feel like they like to travel, they like to get away, they like to just escape their world and spend time somewhere that they just forget about everything, where they can relax. So someone who possibly might go to the beach quite a bit. I was also getting an image of like a garden. So I don't know if this person is a gardener or they're really good, has a really good green thumb, but that was something else that I was just picturing with that. And of course the tropics and the beautiful islands in the oceans and just the tropical type of environment and scenery. For some of you, you might have like a beach wedding or somewhere away from where you live. You're not going to be getting married where you live. Just for some of you. A younger man and the younger woman, we pretty much already dealt with it. So either they're going to be younger than you, or they possibly have children, whether it be a daughter or a son. Anything else? No, not with those. Okay. Red Riding Hood, Rites of Passage. I'm actually going to pull up the book for this one. Because like I said, I have not seen this one in a reading, and I don't know how long it has not come up. And I just want to see if there's anything. Yeah, someone who isn't very trusting, they're going to be a little bit careful, kind of a little bit worried. That's why I was saying when they let you into their world, it's going to be a really big deal, because they're exposing themselves, they're allowing themselves to be vulnerable with you. And that's something that's going to be hard for this person, probably at first, because you probably will see the walls up, and slowly but surely they're going to start opening up that gate for you, or letting down the bridge, you know. Anything else on here? Someone who's very cautious. That's also what I was getting with the King of Pentacles. Those two cards with the King of Pentacles and the Red Riding Hood. Someone who's just very cautious, kind of just not really risk takers in a way. So maybe not as adventurous as you might be, or they're just not as adventurous. You know, you both are on the same page with that. And just stay focused and aware. This person, again, with those goals and being driven, once they make up their mind, once they have something that they're set out to do, that's what they're focused on. That's what they're worried about. That's their priority. And have a mature viewpoint. So your person does have, they are playful and fun, but at the same time, they're very cautious. I think that's it. The purse, pay attention to your finances. Very good as far as not overspending, not going crazy. They have a lot of abundance, and that's partly part of the reason they don't spend a lot. So they kind of just let the money pile up, and they're going to be well off. So what did I want to do? I wanted to do charms, and I wanted to do letters. So I'm going to do letters first. A lot of these... No, let's do charms first. Charms will take longer. Okay. I'm just letting them all get out. No, I didn't take these out. I wasn't sure if I was going to do them, but yeah, we're going to do them. So if you have it on loud, just silence it a little bit, because I am shuffling the charms and they do get a little noisy. So we have dream, so they're a little bit of a dreamer. Seahorse, so that playful energy, having fun. And what was the other thing? I feel like that was also tied to just being kind of a little bit really passionate and fiery kind of energy. That's what I was getting. And there we go. There's another owl for you. So that wise old owl. And then I got this. And to me it was kind of like, I see it like a jewelry box, or just that diamond in the rough kind of thing. So to me, I feel like there's something about a jewelry box that's very special to this person. It might be connected to the Five of Cups, to that person that they've lost, someone who it was kind of like an heirloom, or it was passed on to them. It might be also a piece of jewelry that they keep within their jewelry box that's very near and dear to them. Let's get a few more. So we do have a baseball, and there was something else talking about athleticism. I don't know which one it was. There was something that I was getting about someone being athletic in one of these cards. Oh, physical strength. So they are someone who's going to be taking care of themselves physically, who might be very much into sports. Playing sports, maybe baseball for some of you will be their favorite sport. Not all of you, depending on where you live as well. And Some of them might be fitness trainers too, or they might teach some type of like health class or something. Maybe even health teachers in school. We have this little sailboat. So this one kind of ties to the hammock. Someone who travels on the boat, it says just go. So it's just like they like getting away and going somewhere new. We have a coffee cup. So someone who probably drinks a lot of coffee. They're not a morning person, and so they need to get that little bit of help to push through the week. But so a lot of you, I feel like this is going to be someone, and well, I don't know, they might have that daily kind of office job. Because there's all kinds of jobs, and I was thinking, well, there's a lot of jobs in the office, but that's just the energy I was getting. And then we have little Tom and Jerry over here. And so very childlike as far as having that innocence within and that playful, but very cautious as well. And just playful energy. Someone who probably grew up watching cartoons. Someone who probably still likes watching cartoons. We have a UFO. And the other thing that I was getting with the angel in the beginning, that I didn't mention this one, I was thinking of someone who might be kind of into like the occult type things, because I know spirituality is one part of it, but it's also stuff that's not the norm. So like the paranormal. Anything that's related to the paranormal, I feel like with the UFO is something that they might be really into as well. So they might be really into all that sci-fi movies, those Star Wars, Star Trek type fans as well, or X-Files, those big shows. And was it Roswell? Someone who might just really be into aliens. And the other thing, star seeds. So not only, because a lot of the twin flames and soulmates, you guys might be star seeds, so that might be something else also connected to that. And to me, this charm is the mirror, and the mirror is the twin flame, because you guys mirror each other quite a bit. So those are the charms. Now let's get some letters, and I'll see if any names pop up. Like I said, there's a lot of vowels in here, so I just haven't gone through them all. I'll just get some initials and maybe some names. In the personals, I do try to get names, but because this is a general, if anything, the initials, but if any names pop up, I will say them. So we have an A, an N, a V, like a Van Johnson kind of thing, you know, an I, a K, an O, Reynold came up. I'll put a couple more. So we have a double L, so like a William. Good, and Kelvin as well. So those are the initials. So those aren't always going to resonate with everybody, obviously. So that's what I have for you, pile one. I hope this added on to your original reading and provided a little bit more insight into your person, maybe a little bit more clues, maybe the initials and characteristics that weren't mentioned previously. So let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I can do this reading. I might add this reading to my Etsy shop for a personal reading if you want to do that. I do offer the Who Is Your Life Partner. So pretty much the same thing, kind of pretty much the same energy, same stuff is what I do anyway. So if you do want to get a personal reading, that I do offer this type in my shop. So the link's in the description box. Thank you guys too who have ordered. Thank you. It's been amazing working with you guys and reading for all of you. But that is what I have for you, pile one. So if you did like it, I hope you did. That's what I have. Nothing else. I'm trying to think, is there anything else, and I'm getting sidetracked. No, that's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and just remember to click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card reading. And that is what I have for you. So enjoy the rest of your day, Pile 1, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your pick a card reading. You guys are the Lilac Butterfly. Welcome to our redo, or part 2 of the Who Will I Marry reading. So again, because the channel turned 1, I wanted to do something special, and I know I want to revisit it. This one I haven't, and so I thought it was time, and I really wanted to see what would come through. So you might get some of the same information as before, you might get some new details, or if you haven't seen the other one, then this is all new. Unless, you know, whatever other readings you've seen on YouTube, so then you can just add on the hints and clues as to who your person is. So everything is sorted out. The only thing is at the end, let me get rid of this, I am going to be doing charms as well as initials or names. We'll see what comes up. So let's get started. Everything, again, sorted out, and let's see what comes out for you guys. The Page of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, look at that, the Lovers, and we have the Four of Swords. So a lot of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini specifically, and we do have some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn present as well for you guys. So I'm going to start off with tarot because I have a lot of oracle cards that I'm going to be going through, and I don't want to get too sidetracked as I get a lot of thoughts running through my mind once I go through these. So I was getting that this person is a very hardworking individual, someone who never stops learning. They're always constantly learning something new, and it doesn't have to be just about, you know, like school-wise. It's just kind of different skills, different things they learn how to do. They might be really good with their hands. For some of you, this might be someone who is in construction, or someone who works around construction, someone who might be a mechanic for some of you, because that's also something I'm getting right now. Someone in technology. Yeah, technology, is that computer, yeah. Anyways, they're very intellectual type of individuals. Your person is very smart. This is someone who is more led by their head versus their heart. This is someone who, for some of you, this is a higher level soulmate, and it also might be a twin flame for some of you, for Pile 2. What else am I getting? This person can be a little bit of a chatty type person. It might be a little bit of a gossip. Also, what I was getting to, they might say things and it may hurt. Like, I'm not gonna just be like, it's nice or anything. Like, sometimes this person might put you in your place, or they might just say something that's just so uncalled for. So sometimes they might have that little bit of immaturity with how they communicate is something as well. They are very dedicated to their work. They're very focused on their finances and building, and I'm hearing legacy, so that's something else too that's coming up. So this person might be very family oriented and will want to have a family with you as well and build together. With the Lovers, you know, it's just going to be someone who's going to be very special. This is going to be a very special type of connection. You guys are very connected, and you're going to know it. Once you meet this person, you're just going to know that there's something different about them that stands out. And ultimately, the person that you're going to be married, it's almost divinely guided, and there's more than likely a soul contract that you guys agreed upon before returning to this lifetime. And we also have someone, I feel like some of you, they might be really into meditation. I'm getting a very simple type of lifestyle though. Even though they're focused on their finances, this is someone who doesn't need all the bells and whistles in life. They just need what they need, you know, just to get by, or to have enough and not struggle and feel okay. They're not someone who needs the extravagant, you know, big house and the big huge car and everything. They have the finances and everything, but it's not like that's their purpose. Also, this is someone, again, who thinks a lot, so they might contemplate. They might be more of a homebody, where they rather be at home and they're not really just about going out. Kind of the same. I was picking up on something like that for pile 1, honestly, is what I was getting. And someone who's just okay with it. They might pray a lot. Someone who is very connected to spirit, to God, just depending on where you live and what, you know, your culture believes in and what they believe in, because there's so many different things out there, right? What else? I'm hearing sometimes they're afraid to get away from the normal or the traditional. Sometimes they're not too much of a risk taker. Let's see. What else? Anything else that I'm getting? Some of these might be teachers, instructors, professors, or they have gone to school. I was getting someone who might be like a dentist or possibly a doctor as well as profession. So quite a few different professions coming out for your pile. Anything else? Anything else? I was getting this person is a pet person as well, so a cat or a dog. For some of you, this person likes horses. Horses just came up as well, so they might really like horseback riding, being out in the mountains, or they might live near the mountains, so they kind of like going out, possibly camping quite a bit too, or just being out in nature and exploring. I was getting a picture of a camera, so they might be into photography is another quality that's coming through. This person likes candles. I was getting an image of someone at home and just having like a bunch of candles lit. So that's another thing that I'm getting right now. Anything else? This person might be really close to their mother, or might have a really good relationship with their mother. Or for some of you, this person might be a mother. That's the other thing. Anything else? Chocolate pudding. I don't know. That's weird, right? Chocolate pudding came up, so they might really like that. They might be a dessert, or like they might work at a bakery, or they might sell desserts, make desserts. Maybe they're a chef, a baker, that kind of thing as well. I was seeing an image of a goldfish, so this person might have their own aquarium at home, or they might work in an area, they might work in a place where there is an aquarium, they might work at an aquarium. It seems like this person is very connected to nature, very connected to animals. This person seems to be very grounded for the most part. I mean, they do think a lot, but they tend to be connected to earth. I feel like that's what keeps them grounded. Even though they think a lot, being connected to the animals and their surroundings, it brings them back. Like it calms them down, clears their energy. All right. It's so weird because I'm trying to get the thoughts right, and I'm just like, it's like I'm petting the carpet right now. If you guys could see, you probably would laugh at me, but that's how the thoughts work. Just different things. All right, how do I want to do this? Let's do these on top. So we have the rabbit, the falcon, beautiful, child, magical. No, they are not going to be this. And if, you know, I know, just ignore the title. Just ignore it. That's not what the card's about. Puss in Boots. Wait, I love this card. I do. That's one of my favorite ones. Let's put them there. And then let's do your tea leaves. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 tea leaves. You were meant to get 5. You got 2 extra, and the only reason I took it is because when I took one, it was like I ended up grabbing a whole bunch of them at the same time, and that's what I did. So we have the number 7, and with 7, I feel like, again, that's tied to, you know, to spirit, heavens, the universe, and again, to me, that's just another random, but another type of confirmation for a lot of you that this is going to be a higher level soulmate or a twin flame connection that you're going to be marrying. So we have money path, the Tower. Holy crap. How perfect is it? Twin flames. You probably are too familiar with that Tower, right? And look what comes up. It's not even tarot. And the Tower is like just haunting. Towers are good though. They are. Ladder, not. Bat. I have not seen the bat. Dog, far away. And quill. I don't want to cover up Mr. Puss in Boots over here, but. Okay. So dog, far away. I'll read it off. With the rabbit, there's a lot of sexual energy from this person. They just radiate the sexuality, whether or not they know it, they do. They're very going to be someone who's going to be, you're just going to be very drawn to them. There's just this aura about them, this magnetism that sucks you in. So that's kind of what I'm getting, but also of course, your sex life is going to be pretty much good because of that rabbit. Now we have opportunity, birth, creativity. You're being guided to clean out your mental closet, release emotional baggage, find your inner child, and design your life your way. Open your eyes, mind, and heart to the opportunities around you and stay in one spot long enough to appreciate the moment. We have child magic over here. And so I feel like this is someone who is very fun, very playful, a little mischievous type of energy as well, is what I'm getting with that. Creative, that's why they're so creative, because they're connected to the imagination. So it might be someone else, like you guys had so many different careers, but it might be something. And also with the teacher, maybe that's why they connect with the kids as well, because they have that inner child. So it's easy for them to be patient, because it takes a lot of patience, you guys. You have like 20 plus kids, or however many kids are in classrooms nowadays. So that's something else. So very patient individual too with that. But that creativity, that spark, it's like they let that imagination come through. And so it's not just limited to these careers where it's about technology or dealing with construction, that kind of energy. They're very creative. So some of them might be very painters. I was getting like a pianist, someone who plays a piano. They might have been like traditionally taught and they learn. I was also getting the ballet, like a ballerina even as well. That's something else. Birth. The evolution, that growth. So this is going to be for my twin flame people. You guys are very familiar that it's not just you guys meet and then that's it. No, there's like so much background work, so much work in the background that is taking place between the two of you, where you're both healing the inner child as well. And there was something else. Release emotional baggage, find your inner child, and design your life your way. And I felt like that was just talking, that was just screaming twin flame to me, because with the twin flame journey, you're meant to heal. You're supposed to heal your past wounds and everything. So you're releasing that emotional baggage. You're finding your inner child. You're healing the inner child for a lot. Everyone has inner child wounds, and you cannot convince me otherwise. And if you do, you're just, you know, I don't think you're right. That's all I'm going to say. I feel like in one way or another, you're affected by your upbringing, no matter what, whether it was good or bad. There's certain things that affected you and made you who you are. And sometimes you may not see an issue with it until it's brought to your attention. So you might think like, oh yeah, everything's cool. But I know I went through it. So That's just what I'm going to say. And design your life your way. So it's about manifesting, and it's creating, working, co-creating with the universe. So that's why I was getting a lot of twin flame type of energy from that card. So for a lot of you, this might be my twin flame pile. Possibly. It could be. Maybe. Independence, knowledge, clarity with the Falcon. You're being guided to observe, grow spiritually. What are the odds, right? Find clarity and rise above any relationship issues. Wow. Your intuitive nature, speed, and accuracy allows you to find and seize opportunity effortlessly. So a lot of you might be empaths. You might have your own spiritual gifts. For some of you, you might be tarot readers. Some of you might be Reiki healers. Some of you might be counselors. You might be like advisors as well. That's something else. So it just screams, grow spiritually. Find clarity, rise above any relationship issues. Again, how just perfect do these cards tie in together? Wow. Oh, wow, wow. Puss in Boots, witty, charming, just someone who knows the right things to say, someone who's just going to make you smile and laugh, that playful energy. I love that card. It's just a fun card. So that's something else. I mean, maybe you guys lived during the, that era, because a lot of twin flame soulmates, you've lived in other lifetimes. You've shared lifetimes together. Maybe that's one of the lifetimes. For some of you, it will be. So I don't know what era that is, but you guys can tell me what time period that is. We have the quill, get back to the basics. I'm getting a writer, someone who might be, I'm getting tattoo artists. Like, I was just, because we were talking quill or creativity, that's all connected. That there's so many different things, but with the quill, like the tattoo artist, a painter, a sculptor, maybe even blogger for some of you, they might be out kind of in the public eye. We have the ladder, climbing towards success. Yeah, so this person is just growing, evolving, becoming better constantly, just getting to new heights in their lifetime. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking about you, is thinking of you, sorry. And so for some of you, this person is at a distance. And look what we have here. I was talking about over here about being in the mountains and with pets, and what do we have here? We have a mountain with a dog. You guys. Your person's very intuitive as well was the other thing. That's why I was saying, and just some of you, oh, what was the other thing? They might teach like type of spirituality type classes. I know there's a lot of those going on. Even just, I mean, maybe it's teaching tarot. It might be teaching Reiki, or just Reiki healers, Reiki masters. What else? What was I getting with the dog? Gonna be someone who's very loyal, very committed to you. Okay. I know with the twin flame that you're probably like, he or she didn't prove that they were loyal in the past. Once you guys are together, they're going to be. It's just all this chaos to figure things out, to grow, to heal, to become better, to become the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say with that. The tower, yes, the tower, of course. There's tower moments constantly within this. This person shakes up your world, but a solid foundation, success with effort. So you do have two cards talking about success. So this person is going to be very successful, very just knowledgeable at everything they do. It's like they are an expert in their field, is what I was getting. Architecture, that's just something else. Going back to that, we have the bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. So this person might have a lot of people jealous of them because of their success, because they seem to kind of just have it all going on. Especially, you know, they're very charming and witty, and then you have playful, but they're also someone who kind of just knows things and they're always learning. So I feel like this person might have people around them that are jealous and they're trying to bring them down. There's people that don't want to see them successful because of all their skills and everything that they bring to this world, all the things that other people are kind of just like, well, I wish I could be like that. But it's like we all offer different things, you know, so we can all be, everyone can be successful in their own way. But that's what the bat's about. Also, what I was getting with the bat is someone who really loves Halloween, might really be into a little bit darker type things, like Halloween movies. They might have been born around Halloween, so late October, November. It might be a little bit of Scorpio type energy with that. A little bit mysterious, kind of has a way of transforming constantly. Because I'm just thinking like old school bat cartoons too. Like that's what was caught to my attention. It's so weird how all this stuff comes out. But with the bat just transforming, and yeah, with the moon, something with the moon. So maybe your person believes in the moon cycles, or very connected, just very connected to the galaxies, the universe, the stars, very maybe into astrology, anything else. Person might like fruit. So money path, that's kind of so just perfect. I didn't think about it, but you're talking about success, you're talking about solid foundation, success with effort, and then over here, money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. So they're just working their way to abundance. They just are very abundant, and that's going to be something that people are going to be jealous of, because they see how lucky and abundant and how all this stuff is coming to them. So, and then not and I just keep realizing that we're just keep going down the path, right? And then we got the prostitute over here with her laying in money. So no, your person is not going to be a prostitute, pile 2. I mean, if you decide to marry a prostitute, then, you know, that's on you, okay? But this is not, I'm not doing it that way. Look at her laying in that pile of money. You know, it just rained on her, and so I'm not going to even go there. But all that money that they have, that they've worked for, they're very successful, they have everything going on. What are the light attributes? Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So standing up for their beliefs, not going to back down from what they believe just because other people might see it a certain way. Like once, you know, what they believe in is what they're going with, and it's not where you can really sway them. They might listen to you type of energy, but it's not going to be like, well, I'm just going to change it because you told me so. You know, it's like, if I'm going to change my mind, you better have the facts to prove it and to convince me why I'm wrong, kind of thing. And that's where that Page of Swords energy ties into it too, because they're always learning and growing, because you have to have that open mind. So your person does have an open mind, which is going to be very beneficial to you, pile 2, especially when you guys have those rougher moments where you're going to disagree on things. Shadow attributes, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. I don't think so. I do feel like they are worried about their finances and being well off, but I'm not getting that type of energy where material world comes first. I'm not. I feel like this person is independent, very successful, and is learning, and because of you guys being soulmates, twin flames, it just brings a different quality to the relationship. If it wasn't where that card was here, then maybe, yeah, I probably would agree with that. But once you're on a twin flame journey especially, you realize what it is that truly matters. And then we have the child magical. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. So again, open-minded, optimistic type of individuals, seeing that there's so much beauty in this world, and that's possibly why they like being outside, because they get to appreciate nature and all of its beauty. Probably someone who sits out and watches the sunrise or the sunset, just really appreciates the things that so many people take for granted. Shadow attributes: pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So that's what I have for you, pile 2, as far as the cards go. So now we're going to take a look into the charms, and let's see. So if you have your volume up, you might want to tune it down a little bit, because I am going to be shuffling charms, but if you don't mind it, then just leave it. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? So we have a gamer, someone who's into gaming, someone who plays games, and it's not just limited to video games. It can be board games. It could be games on the app, you know, on your phone, an app. So that's what I was getting. We have the anime. Isn't it Dragon? Is it Dragon Ball Z? I don't know. I'm not familiar with it all, but I kept it, you know, for those of you who know better than I do. And so, were you guys the ones? No. Okay. Never mind. I was thinking of a different. I was thinking pile 1. So, someone who might be really into anime, they might be someone. Sorry, it cut off. They might be someone who's into like drawing and doing cartoons, like a cartoonist. Also, that's also what I was getting with that. And then look, how perfect is that? We have the paw. So very connected with their dogs. Very much of a pet person, animal person. Is also the energy coming through. We have a dino. So someone who might really appreciate the past, who might just really be into dinosaurs. I don't know the right ology for digging for dinosaurs. You guys tell me. I think someone told me before, and I know she did, and I just can't remember. I don't think it was archaeology. Was it archaeology? I don't know. I don't know. And so, yeah. Anyways, there's that. And they might really be like a big Jurassic Park fan as well, like the movie. We have love. So this is going to be a very loving, caring individual. Not only do you have love, you have the angel wing. Another confirmation that you guys are twin flame soulmates. Beautiful. I could not, jeez. The way that this is working out, it's crazy. It's just crazy. We have the coffee cup. So this person I am getting might kind of just like having that morning coffee. It's a part of their routine. It's something that they do, but they take their time drinking it. It's like they savor every sip that they have of this, and it's almost like they're just so optimistic about life. Like there's always tomorrow. And yeah, I know, it's not the case, but it's just having that optimistic viewpoint on life and appreciating everything. This person has a really grateful type energy. The person is very beautiful, pile 2. You're twin flame. So I mean, if they put you through crap, or you put them through crap, or vice versa, at the heart of it, this is a beautiful person. I can't say anything else. We have scissors. So what am I getting with scissors? This person might have cut you off in the past for some of you. And, if it's where you're like, I don't want my ex or whatever, then maybe go pick another pile. It's not all going to be specific to you. This is a general reading. But this person doesn't mind cutting ties with things that no longer serve them. This person might also be into, because they're good with their hands, they might be a seamstress. They might be somebody who creates clothing. That's something else. That's all I'm getting with that. And I know this is tiny, but it's a little key. And they're going to hold the key to your heart, or you hold the key to their heart. So that's very sweet. Let's just do a couple more. A couple more, and then I pull out like a ton. Okay. So we have the tennis racket and the baseball. Baseball is pretty present. So something, it might be, gosh, what's that sport? Cricket? That's the other one I was getting. So very athletic type person, or might be really be into sports, might really love tennis. is what I was getting. And then we have two moving things. So we have this cute little car charm, and then we have a plane. So your person might possibly travel a lot, like taking road trips, like getting away, just maybe to see more nature, especially if they are like a photographer or something. That's also another thing. And then we actually have this pendant came out too, let's travel. So 3 things talking about traveling. So I feel like once you are with this person, if you don't already travel a lot, they're probably going to be taking you a lot of trips and experiencing different things. And then we have the little piggy bank. So that's very good, where they're good with their money, they're good with their finances, they're not going to be going crazy or anything like that. And we have this magnetic, well, this fairy door. So that's, to me, connected to spirit, connected to maybe like, I don't want to say, maybe the like supernatural kind of thing, but it's also, it reminds me of Alice in Wonderland too, and the door for some reason. So like going down the rabbit hole, and with learning different things, it's like they learn one thing and then they're going off into another thing, and they're constantly just going and learning different things. So that's what I was getting. Now we're gonna do the initials, or if I get any names, I'll say them. So let's see, for pile 2. Some of these might be a lot of letters, but it just depends on what comes out. So we have a P. I was hearing Paul, so for some of you it might be Paul. PQ, so a U, an L, get a few more, another L. I'm getting double L's on it today. We have an E, another U, Paul, so we have a Paul there. I was hearing Greg. Greg is a name that was coming up. I was hearing Brenda, Susie, and there's an F and an X. Yeah, we got Bay right there. Unintentionally. So that is what I have for you. So pile 2, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I do offer a pretty much a similar reading, Who is Your Life Partner? So I guess it's kind of the same thing, because I pretty much do the same thing as this. So if you do want a personal reading, I have it in my Etsy shop. If it's not in stock, I can't remember off the top of my head what's in stock right now. I am going to restock it if it's not, but I do offer this as a personal reading, and I am still doing personal readings, and the link's in the description box. Thank you guys to those who have ordered. It's been amazing working with you guys, and thank you for the wonderful reviews. I'm so grateful, and I'm so glad you guys enjoyed your readings. So that is what I have, pile 2. Nothing else. And like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and if you do subscribe, just remember to click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick card. That is what I have for you. So I hope to see you guys on another pick card, or maybe a personal if that's what you would like. But thank you so much, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye, pile 2. Hi, pile 3. You guys are the Seashell pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading. We are looking at Who Will You Marry? This is the second part, the extension, I guess, of the original, since I wanted to do something special for the first year anniversary of the channel. So thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot. I really appreciate it. Wasn't expecting it to kind of take off in the way it did. So let's get started. Everything is pretty much sorted out. The only thing is I am doing charms, and I also am doing letters as well. So let's get started. With the seashell, I was getting, of course, that your person might like spending a lot of time by the beach or by the water. Might be a little bit of a mermaid, or might believe in kind of like fantasy, mythical creatures, even like the Greek goddesses and gods as well. So that's something that I'm picking up on with that. I'm going to put this over here. It's pretty big. So let's start with tarot first and see what clues we can get, we can find out about them. So we have the Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so we kind of have almost everything. We do have some Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries definitely present right now. So I feel like your person is very passionate, can be a little bit fiery at times, can be somewhat intense a little bit, but this person is very well balanced. This person seems to have their head on their shoulders in a good way and not in a bad way. So I'm also getting that they're very logical. They think things through. They can kind of keep their emotions to themselves. They're not always too revealing and upfront with their emotions, so they might not always let you know what's going on, or they might cover up by acting a certain way so that they don't get asked a million questions and people trying to figure out what's going on with them. And they kind of tend to like their privacy, a little bit more private in that kind of sense. But this person is somewhat of a daydreamer. This person has excitement and passion for life, enjoys living, likes getting out there, likes doing different things. They just see the potential in everything, and they just kind of go through life experiencing so many different things. It's not like they're just tied down to one certain place or idea. They like to explore. The person probably has like the wanderlust, that travel bug has bitten them. They like exploring different things. And let me see if there's what else I'm getting with this. Anything else? What am I getting with this? I'm getting someone who might be somewhat of a chef and might be kind of cooking quite a bit or just enjoys cooking. Also, I'm getting someone who enjoys reading, and it's not just limited to books. They really want to expand their knowledge too. So this is the kind of person who might watch educational type shows to get a little more insight into things. This person is very proud of their car and is very happy with the car that they drive. What else? Somewhat of a poet. So for some, I feel like this person can be a little bit very romantic and even a songwriter even as well. A songwriter, a poet. Very well read is what I'm hearing, but very well written. They are very good at communication, very well at expressing themselves, even if they don't always tell how they're feeling. When they do, it's easy for them to do that. A little bit of adventurous soul, someone who's a little bit of a daredevil, likes to do different things. I'm getting like the skydiving vibe, even mountain climbing, and a lot of hiking with this individual too. And sometimes I like going hunting for treasure, so I don't know what that's all about, but that's something else. What else? This person really likes wearing jewelry. Very fond of their jewelry. Getting different styles, like with clothes, and changing up the hairstyle or coloring their hair, changing up their appearance. They get a little bit bored, so they like changing things up. A little bit of a restless soul, very independent, free, just freedom, just enjoying their freedom, exploring different things. This person might like I'm getting like a jungle type vibes, or maybe like Hawaii. It's just very tropical and there's waterfalls, so that might be something. They're from there, or they like being in locations like that. They like those adrenaline rushes, possibly might be even into those like high intensity fighting sports, MMA, UFC, even just wrestling too. So that's also something that's coming across. this person is very protective of their family. Once you're in their circle and they care about you, they are very protective. They can be a little bit possessive at times. There's a little bit of a hint of jealousy here. It's kind of like that's your mind kind of thing. What else? What else? What else? This person might really love shoes, might have a lot of shoes, or baseball caps or hats, like very much into accessories. So even, you know, jewelry too is something, or sunglasses. This person wears sunglasses quite a bit. Lifeguard. This person might have worked as a lifeguard at one point, or they're just really good at swimming and just really protective of those. Kind of like just like a bodyguard kind of energy. Okay, let's do your oracle cards and go from there. How do I want to do these? Let's do it this way. We have the blue jay, the owl, let's put this one here. This one's Bluebeard, taboos. Yeah, I'm getting your person likes testing boundaries, so they might push your buttons to see how far. So boundaries is going to be very important with your person, because you're going to need to set that up. If not, they're just going to keep doing whatever they want and walking all over you. So just be cautious of that. We have God, we have angel. Wow, what a combination. I'm just blown away by the combinations today. And that combination right there is just wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. We have seahorse. How many did you guys get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you guys got the right amount. Some piles got extra of these and I didn't know which one. We have the harp, cane, wheel, and lily. I don't know how to say it, you guys. Apparently whoever watches this, and I feel like it's almost in all the piles, almost all of you are meant to either marry your soulmate, higher level soulmate, or a twin flame. We have lily, spiritual love, and you have God and angel. So no, yeah, it's, I don't know what to tell you with that, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's get to the other cards first. Let's start with the blue jay. So assertive, daring, universal wisdom. You're being guided to be aware of synchronicities in your life. You are entering a time of intellectual and spiritual growth. New truths are forming each day. Be fearless, trust your gut, be your authentic self. Take inspired action, and what you desire will come to fruition. Elevating, and I don't want to tie in all the twin flames, but if you're a twin flame, that card probably rang true. I don't know if that's in the frame, but maybe that's a little bit better. But just the energy, the way that's describing it, synchronicities, spiritual growth. So this person is developing into the spiritual being that they truly are, especially with God and angel. How can you just not know that? And then the lily on top of it too, with spiritual love. And spiritual love, not just, it can't just be, it doesn't have to be just about a soulmate or a twin flame. For many of you, yes, it is going to be that. But it is about developing a love for God, the universe, the divine, the angels, archangels, all that. So depending on where, you know, again, where you live and what your beliefs are, then, you know, switch that out to what resonates for you. So that's just, I can only say what I know and what I'm familiar with. So it's not to be, you know, disrespectful to you guys, but just switch it out to, so how it applies for you. And then a daring, assertive. Your person is very fearless, that daring, fearless, bold, taking action, that adrenaline junkie type energy that I was picking up on. It's that kind of just that restless soul who just has to keep doing things, almost to know that they're still alive. But this whole spiritual side is kind of bringing them back to reality a little bit, kind of calming them down some of the time that you guys are, you know, supposed to walk down the aisle. They're going to be, you're not going to have to stress out as much as like, okay, what the hell are they doing today? What adventure are they going on? So that's about universal wisdom. The universal wisdom, and you have the owl. Those two. The owl has been very present today, at least in another one of the piles. And the calm, observant, wise. You kind of have this very much yin and yang, because you have this person who's adventurous and being all about living in the moment and experiencing life. And yet on the other hand, you have this person who's calm, observant, very wise beyond their years, that old soul kind of energy. So you have this new vitality of life, and then you have this old soul of knowledge and knowing, you know old enough to know better kind of thing. That's kind of maybe their motto, like old enough to know better, but I'm still going to do it because I want to. So this person doesn't, sorry it stopped, but your person doesn't apologize for who they are. This is me. They're very authentic and proud of who they are and who they've become and everything that they've been through and experienced and grown from. And this spiritual growth is just elevating them into the next level. And of course, with my twin flames, you know that that's what the journey is all about. It's all about elevating your vibration higher and higher. So take that how it resonates. If you're not a twin flame, just leave it for the people who associate and know that they are a twin flame. Okay. What else with the owl? You're being guided to find the serenity and stillness, hear your thoughts and acknowledge your feelings. The answer to any question is inside you. You are the magic key that unlocks the doors to unconditional love, balance, and abundance in your life. I couldn't have said a sentence that just, I don't know, these cards that I'm reading today with these specifically, I read them and it just hits me with how much it relates to twin flames. It's talking about unconditional love, balance, and abundance. Finding that, and that's part of the journey. I'm sorry, you guys, I've said it once and I'll say it again. I pick up on the energy for twin flames, and I feel like a lot of my viewers are twin flames. But if not, a lot of you are higher level soulmates. And it's also about the same thing, because we know that love is the highest vibration. And I'll say it again and again until you guys, you rings and like you just know, like, okay, yes, you hear my voice saying it. So, but it's the truth. And especially connecting with God and angels. It's about love. How can you can't connect to a higher power if there is no love. Because, not to get all spiritual, but we were created out of love, and that's where it all begins. Okay, so enough of that, I know. And anything else? The night owl, of course, someone who likes to stay up late might be. I'm not getting too much of a party type vibe, but this person does like to have fun. They like to spend. I'm getting a social type of individual too. They need that association. They need something to keep going. Like, they just can't stand still. They have to find some type of activity and going. And so we had the card here, Cane, pay attention to your health. So I think that's more of a warning for them. They need to take care of their health and be cautious of some of the things that they're doing. But at the same time, I feel like this, okay, some of them might have injuries. I was getting like a knee injury, broken arm, broken leg. Some of them may have had a few little, they have their bumps, their bruises from different things. But I also feel like this person is very conscious of their health, tries to take care of themselves in the best way that they know how. Yeah, and for some of you, they might have a cane. I mean, take it at the literal sense too. We have Harp, great happiness, a very happy individual. This person has that balance. And it just hit me that I was talking about balance with the Ten of Pentacles. So see how these cards just connect to each other. It's insane. Insane. And because they have this balance of being able to connect to the 3D, the material world, this being on Earth, and also having that 5D connection to the divine and the heavens, however many realms there are up there. It's that balance, and you have that happiness. So it's like, yeah, things are going, you know, things are happening in the 3D, but there's also this whole other perspective. It's not just focusing on one. So that balance brings that happiness, and just a very happy-go-lucky type of individual. Your person might be musically inclined, very talented, maybe a singer. I was getting an accordion just now in my mind, so they might play a little bit of a different type of instrument that's not as well known or as popular as your piano, violin, guitar type, or drums even. So for some of you, they might be in a band though. That's something else that was just coming in my mind. They might be in a singing group also. Very much into classical music for some of you, not all of you, just some of you might be, they might be into classical music, or just big lovers of music. This person might travel to go see their favorite artists in different cities. They're probably one of those fans who, not just in the city they live, or if they have to travel to a bigger city, it's like they'll follow the artist. So they're a big fan of someone too, and some of them might have recorded a demo. Is also, there's a lot of music energy coming through. Excuse me. I was getting plays. So I don't know if they help with music in plays, or they're just in plays, or there was a play with a harp involved. That's another thing. We have Seahorse, Family Matters. So this person is also very family oriented. I don't know if I said that in this pile. I said they're protective over their family and the people that they care about. So there's someone who watches over. They're that protector. And it didn't show up here in these cards because I know there's like a protector, someone who protects. I mean, we got God and Angel, but they have that energy of watching out, being vigilant, and keeping an eye on making sure everything's together. For some of them, they kind of might be the glue that holds the family together. So they take on that responsibility. For some of them, for some of you, it's like they lost their father or mother, and it's almost like they stepped in and took their place. Not took their place, but assumed the responsibility, is a better way of phrasing it. Lily, spiritual love. Pretty much already went over that, so I'm not going to go over it anymore. Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I feel like that's kind of the past energy, because they're just going, and they travel a lot. So the wheel, I think, you know, wheels of movement going forward. But I do feel like in the past, because their spiritual journey possibly just began, and it's something newer, especially with the Blue Jay card. It sounded like it was a newer type of energy, this newer journey, because they were just all about living freely, doing whatever crazy things they wanted to do, and they have some fun stories. So I feel like this person is just gonna really make you laugh and really intrigue you with all the experiences that they've had throughout their life before they met you. Anything else? No. Taboos. This person, like, that's what I was getting. When I was getting that one, it was about when I was talking about how pushing your buttons, just doing things that they know they shouldn't. They're kind of that, a little bit of that bad boy, bad girl type of energy, where, or they just might do things that isn't what's considered normal. They're gonna do things that is different from the crowd. They stand out in the crowd. That's what makes them even more special and unique to them. This person might also have different look appeal to them, maybe quite a few different tattoos, maybe different hairstyle that's not considered normal, or a different hair color. So that's makes them stand out as well. Very much like a unicorn type of energy. Very just fun, loving, just all about experiencing life. Like this person is so full of life in such a positive way. I want to take a look at what God and angel says, because I don't really know. Helping those in need with no expectation of return. So very much a Samaritan type of person. This is the person, if your car breaks down in the middle of the road, they are right there helping you push that car off to the side to a gas station, or wherever they can. This person will let you borrow their phone, whatever, like they would help out. This person is selfless. They are a very selfless, giving, loving type of individual. This person is so special. I am loving your person, pile 3. It's a little bit, a little bit of a daredevil, but still very good energy. And then God, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. The shadow attributes, I don't even know how to say that one, you guys. Despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. This person might manipulate. That's what I'm getting. They might have a little tendency of manipulating things to go their way, to get a reaction that they want. They just might try, I don't know, with taboo and the manipulation, that's kind of the worst qualities of your person. They can be a little serious at times, a little reserved, but for the most part, they're just full of life. I don't think there was anything else from those acting innocent or angelic to mislead others. Now, I feel like this person, what you see is what you get, except when they're feeling a certain way, they just may not reveal it. That's really the only thing. But I don't feel it's like to mislead others. I guess it's not too bad of a way of explaining it. Just to throw you off. They just don't want the attention on themselves for that. Okay? That's really all it is with that. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. No, I don't think so. I do not think so. I don't think so. I feel like they're just starting their journey and this is all new to them. So that is the cards. Anything else? No, I feel like I kind of gave a different description. Not too much career as far as what came through, but different qualities. We're going to get some letters and do letter. No, let's do charms. Let's do charms first. So I'm going to be mixing these. So if you have your volume up high, might want to turn it down a little bit until you see the first charm. So charm. Do it. Okay. What do we got here? What do we got? We have a little adorable blue car charm. So this person, I don't think it was you guys. Did I say that there was something about their car? Was it this pile? I can't even remember anymore. This is why I don't do pick a card readings every day. But there's something about they're happy with the car that they have, but also about traveling, road trips, getting away, escaping. We have a dinosaur. I'm getting there's maybe a video game or something to do with dinosaurs, like game even, that they really enjoy, that they really love, but also, of course, they're very interested in the past and in dinosaurs and museum. Like, I'm getting someone might work in a museum, be like a curator. Is that the right term? For the museum. And then we have this fairy door. So they believe, I feel like this person's just open to different ideas and beliefs, and until they really have all the evidence or facts, then they make up their own decision. But they're very much into the mystical. We were talking about the seashell, about mystical, stopped again, the mythical type of creatures, and I always think Alice in Wonderland when I see that door, so that's something else possibly. But yeah, they are very much into the fantasy, might really be into fairy tales and stories of the past and the myths and all the legends, all the other terms that there are out there. the wolf. So I get very strong, independent, the fearless energy, but I also think of hungry like the wolf. So that's also something. So this person might, has a pretty healthy sexual appetite as well. So that's another thing with them. And just go. So this person also enjoys, again, another traveling type of card. We have love. So very loving, nurturing, caring type of individual. Let's get a few more. Okay. We have a paw print. This person may be very close to their pet or is close to animals just in general. Maybe works in an area with animals too. We have a little squirrel. There we go, squirrel. I always get squirrel and one of the other ones confused. And yet another one for travel. There's the plane. And let's see, we have a star. So this person is like a wish on a star, like a wish come true, because this person is gonna fill so many of the items that you've wanted in a person, and even the ones that you're not too sure about. It's really gonna end up surprising you how comfortable you are with it and how happy this person makes you. Because of how happy they are individually, it's just gonna leak over. It's just like that Ace of Cups, full of emotions and happiness and love. It just overflows and overflows to you, and that's in a beautiful way. We have the ladybug. So it always looks like she's carrying a case or something, like she's off to work. So this person might work quite a bit or is very dedicated to their work, but also the ladybug is known, of course, for being lucky. So this is a very lucky individual, very blessed, always seems to have things just work out for them. We have the sewing machine. So this person might, again, also, I was talking about the fashionista type individual, all about clothes and different styles, showing off their style, showing who they are. So it's not just limited to the clothes, it's the hair, the makeup, the tattoos, the jewelry. There's so much that goes into your look when you really think about it. So that's something else. And then we have a compass. That kind of goes with the wheel. Kind of just a little bit lost at times, just not really knowing what direction to take, and with being indecisive, not knowing which way to go. So they tend to overthink about things. What else do we have here? We have a spoon. So I was saying dessert, right? So this person, again, is something associated with cooking. They might work at a restaurant. This person might run their own business as a, doing restaurant type things, baker, just a chef. And we have a tooth. So I feel like that's the sweet tooth is what it is. But it's the tooth fairy. I think of the tooth fairy because it does have wings. So I think of the tooth fairy, and the tooth fairy going back to our mythical creatures and everything they believe in. And this one, you can't really see it too much. It's a rose though. I wish it had color. And the rose, just someone who's very beautiful inside and out. Just gorgeous. And this baseball. This baseball has shown up in all the readings. Apparently your person likes baseball, cricket, or just sports in general. They might be an athlete. For some of them, high profile athlete. For some. Not all of you, but that's something else I'm getting with that one for your guys' pile. Okay, let me do a couple more because I don't like getting the same. I don't like getting the same charms. So, alright. Yeah, it's all about the mythical. We got a castle. So, of course, I think of all the Disney parks. I think of places where there's castles. Which castle is the one in, I think it's Germany? There's one that's very popular. I want to say Bavarian or something like that. But all the castles, very elegant type individual. Just, even though they have this rebel side to them, I also feel like there's this very classy, elegant side with that. And then we have a coffee cup, so they might drink coffee a lot. But I was also getting tea, like a cup of tea. So tea might be something else that they drink quite a bit of. Black tea, chamomile, green tea. And that is, oh, we have this one here. This one, it says, love my cat. So the paw print might have been related to a cat. Your person might be more of a cat person. For some of you, are just, you know, whatever applies. So let's take a look at letters. Some of these, there's a lot of vowels. For some reason, I got a lot of vowels in here, and I haven't gone through them, even though I should, but we'll see what comes up, right? Alright, I got a good handful. We have the letter A, N, it just dropped on, I, O, yeah, I was getting Omarion or something like that. U, you can see all the vowels I was telling you. I'm getting Isaac as well. F, I was getting Frank. There's a K, so there's part of Frank. We only need the R. And these can be just initials too, so take them how it resonates, if it resonates. And I. So a lot of I's. They might have something. Maybe there's a lot of I's in their first and last name or in their middle name too. But that's what we have. So pile 3, this was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do offer a personal reading about who's my life partner, pretty much similar to this one, pretty much exactly the same. So if you're interested in getting your own personal reading instead of the general reading to see what specifically comes out for you, my shop link is in the description box. I also have different readings for the rest of you who are interested in getting a personal reading. I know I need to restock. I know. So I have to do that, I know. So much to do, but if you're interested, if not, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. Either way, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope this added on to the first part if you watched it. If not, some new clues to add if you've seen other readings for the same thing. But that's it, pile 3. So thank you guys so much. Like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and just remember to click on the bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick card. But that is it. Thank you, pile 3. Bye. Hi pile 4, welcome to your pick a card reading. You guys are the Sugar Skull pile. Today we are doing, I want to say, like an extended version or extension of the first Who Will I Marry? And again, I'm doing it because the channel turned 1 and I wanted to do something special, something fun. That I enjoyed doing this reading last time, but over the past year there's been a few more skills I've learned and a few different decks. So, and we're adding in charms, we're adding in letters, so we're adding a little bit extra this time. I might have done letters last time, but they were so small and I have never used those again because I'm like, nope, those are way too small. But everything is sorted out, so charms, letters at the end of the reading. Let's get to it. You guys, the Sugar Skull, I want to say someone very artistic, very creative type of individual. I was getting more of a sculptor, but also a painter. And someone who, the abstract. So someone who just doesn't, it's not just about, you know, the traditional, this is what it's supposed to be. You know, it's doing different styles, very creative. I'm going to start with the tarot cards and see what we get. We have the 3 of Cups, the High Priestess, Temperance, and the 2 of Pentacles. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, we do have some Sagittarius, and we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on board for yours. So I am going to do these first, and then we'll get, of course, to the Oracle. Let me just move this. So this is a very fun type of individual, someone who you go out with and they just know how to bring a smile to your face. Oh, these cards are so off. Hold on. It looks so crooked, didn't it? Is that a little bit better? Sorry. That bothered me. A little bit OCD right there. But, so they like going out. They like spending time with friends and family, celebrating different, I want to say like the special events, the birthdays, the holidays, the graduations, all the different things, you know, just that means something special. They're kind of might be like the planner. They're the type of person who's trying to figure things out, like trying to arrange it so that you guys get together. Also might be a little bit of a drinker, and tequila and wine are the two that I'm getting right now. But of course, there's so many drinks out there, so it's, yeah. And what else? The High Priestess. So someone who is very, very spiritual, someone very connected to the higher powers, to the higher realms. Also can be a little bit secretive at times. Someone also who is very attractive to many. Many people find this person to be mysterious. And it makes that even more. It gives that kind of sex appeal because you don't really know. Like this person, you can't really read them easily. And that's just what adds on to that, is that puzzle that you don't get. And that's what I'm getting with the High Priestess. Anything else? Very poised individual, very classy. And then we have Temperance. It's funny because you have the Temperance, you see how it's like trying to make it balance it out with the cups, and then you have the Two of Pentacles, and it's like, well, not knowing how. So it's like this person wants to find balance and is trying to find balance, but doesn't really know how. They can be a little bit of indecisive, and they're just a little bit worrisome is the energy I'm picking up on right now. Kind of unsure of what to do next, and worried about making the right decision. Worried, is this the right way to go about it? Yeah. So that's that. What else am I getting with the Temperance card? This person might be going through quite a bit of healing, is another thing that they've been going through, trying to fix things, trying to fix their past, trying to move on to brighter days. This person is a multitasker. They balance different things at different times. Well, not at different times, but at the same time. So they try to do a lot. They always seem to be busy. They seem to be on the run. They're just kind of, it's like there's so much that they kind of tend to be a little bit overwhelmed at times because they're not really sure. So that's why when they party and they go out and have fun, they really have fun because they just need to de-stress. This person might get a little bit stressful, but they're very optimistic, very hopeful individuals because of that spirituality that helps them kind of guide them. But even though sometimes they tend to lose their way or lose their mind with dealing with life. So, okay, what else are we getting for this person? Let's see. For some of you, this person might like darker clothes, might have a darker closet, I guess. I don't know what other word. I'm seeing like a wooden table. And there's something on this table. What is on the table? It looks like a ring. There's a ring on this table that's... So they might wear rings a lot, or for some it just might be a bracelet. So they tend to wear jewelry quite a bit. This person might wear a little bit of hair styling. So like gel, mousse, hairspray to help keep their style through lasting throughout the day. something about their lips. If it's lipstick, like they like wearing different lipsticks or lip gloss, chapstick even, like their lips might get chapped quite a bit. So they're like always putting on, they might have this habit of putting on chapstick and not even realizing it. For some of you, this person is going to be working in retail. I am getting furniture. I was seeing furniture. If your person lives by the beach, they do enjoy taking walks by the beach or just spending time outside when they can, getting fresh air. They don't like being indoors for too long. Something about a frog. And frogs might intrigue them. This person might be a little bit of a reptilian type of individual instead. But I'm also getting birds. So, I know you hear the birds, but like they actually keep it as a pet. There might be a pet bird. This person has kind of a story from when they were younger. I don't know if they got bit by something. What did they get bit by? It was something they got bit by, though. That's, of course, only going to resonate for whoever that's meant for. What else? What else? I'm saying like a courthouse. There's a lot of windows. And that where they work at. But I'm also seeing, now I'm seeing like a milkshake. So they might work in a place where there's milkshakes, or milkshakes are their favorite beverage, or one of those things that they enjoy drinking. What else? Okay, just making sure it didn't time out on me. That would mess me up if none of that got captured. Let's see, what else? Plants. This person likes plants, especially indoors. They like keeping very much into like feng shui. Is that how you say it? Feng shui? Oh, please tell me I said that right. Canoeing. For some of you, this person is very into canoeing. Even whitewater rafting, or just that rafting. I'm seeing an arcade. Your person may play games, video games. I was even getting like the dancing games that they had. So the person might really love dancing. There's another quality coming through. Guitar. Your person might play the guitar or play another instrument, loves music. I feel like this person some of them may have a channel. Or they post how they play, like they post their music, they post their videos online. For some of you, something about New York. Something about New York City. Very much into Broadway. Okay. Another thing coming up is the Alamo in Texas. So it can be where someone who's very much into Westerns, into history. I was just getting an image of a roller coaster now, so likes to have fun and do those rides and get out. Let's do a couple more. What else? What else is coming through? This person seems to be very close to their siblings. Okay. This one's, they like hiking, and for some of them, they like those very dangerous type of climbs. So that's another thing. And I was just getting surfing is another thing just came to me right now. Okay, let's get your oracle cards. We have the dragonfly. Oh, that's way off. Okay. The bear. We have the judge and hermit. Those are interesting. Down here, we're going to put Rumpelstiltskin secrets. Oh, I cut off. So Rumpelstiltskin, you were only supposed to get 5 of these. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got an extra one. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. November, you guys are the only pile that got a month. Dog, protection from a powerful friend. Bird, flying news is on the way. Actually, I need to move that over. Horse, short journey. Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. We're going to start with the dragonfly. Beauty, versatility, spontaneity. You're being guided to put yourself in the spotlight. You're beautiful in countless ways, and your soul shines brightly. You possess a unique, vibrant personality and great versatility. Utilize these qualities to create a life of passion, purpose, and joy. The beauty, again, tying into the high priestess of that personality where they just know how to make people laugh. They're so funny. They say the right things at the right time. Really brings a little bit of life and that charm with their communications. A little bit of flirt too. Versatility. Just very flexible on how they do things, how they handle things. That's part of that Two of Pentacles and that approach, like what is going to work, and the temperance, finding a solution, making things work out. So they're all about that, and it's just like in a split second, they kind of just know. Sometimes they're very quick thinkers. And then spontaneity. So they're gonna do things sometimes for the moment. They're just like, I'm gonna do this, and they go and do it because they feel like it. So that's what we get with that. And the bear, unconditional love, playful, protective. Yeah, so this person is going to be very protective over you, very protective of your relationship, and they're going to watch out for you, but they're also, because they have all that unconditional love that they're going to share, and they're very playful as well. So yeah, they like to have fun, they enjoy a good time, and like I was getting the roller coaster, so kind of doing that, just doing things that makes them happy. You're being guided to rest and enjoy yourself and others, create balance in your life, and follow your truths. You will intuitively know when and how to take inspired action. You have immense inner wisdom and physical strength. And so this person is just very wise, very smart. Also, you know, connecting back to that high priestess, that spirituality makes them, they're strong inside and out. It's not just going to be someone who's strong on the outside. It's not like they're just lifting weights, you know, and that kind of thing, and they're just physically strong. No, this person is also mentally strong individual, but they are going to be protective over you. They're going to watch over you. They're going to make sure that, you know, nothing, you know, it's like you have to go through me to get to her or to him kind of thing. Like, they're going to be there. They're quite a force to be reckoned with, especially with the bear. You don't mess with no bears. So, you know, you're kind of stupid if you do, but unless it's a cub, but even then, you don't want to mess with mama bear, you know, she'll come at you. And so let's go over here with the man. Dealings or relationship with a man. With a man. That one's interesting, isn't it? Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. So for some of you, when you meet this person, they might be getting out of a relationship, whether it was marriage or not. So they're still dealing with that individual. So it can be man or woman, but they're dealing with it's like dealing with the ex, because we have the spear over here too. Heartache over what you no longer have. So that's what's causing that, is that sadness. That's what the healing was about too. Wow. Wow, okay. So that's what that's about. But I was also getting, it might be that they're very close to a father figure. Someone who kind of has shown them the way if their father isn't present, or someone who's been there and supporting them too. So take however that resonates, or if that even can resonate right now at this point. We do have November. So yes, this person might be born in the month of November, might be born in the fall. You might meet this person in November. So November is going to be a special month for you guys, pile 4. We have the dog, protection from a powerful friend. So this person, I think, is protected by the divine. They're very connected to spirit, and they have their guardian angel. It's like you have your guardian angel with you all the time, and you just don't even realize it. So if you're open to it, you know. If not, they're with you, whether or not you recognize it. So protection from a powerful friend. They are protected. And also with dog, this person is very much an animal lover, is the energy that's also coming through. The spear, heartache over what you no longer have. So getting over a loss, and it doesn't just have to be, if it is a relationship, then that's of course that. But if not, it can be a loss over, you know, a lot of people losing their jobs, a lot of people losing family members, so it can be different types of heartache. So this person has experienced a lot. There's a lot of that needs to be healed and released. The horse, short journey. So this person might be a little bit of a distance away from you. It may not live close to you. You guys might be different cities, different states. Is it going to be, I mean, could it be overseas? It's a short journey. So, but also with horse, this person really might like horseback riding. I don't think it was your pile. I keep getting these piles mixed up. I don't even remember who I told what to. But might be into the past. They might enjoy horseback riding. But also when I think horseback riding, I get kind of like cowboy vibes. So someone who may have grown up in a farm or lives near a farm type of area. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to keep that other thought to myself because it's not going to make any sense. We have bird flying. News is on the way. Really what I'm getting with that is they just like traveling. They like getting out. They like going to different places. So it might be that you meet them when they're visiting your town kind of thing, especially if there is a little bit of a distance between the two of you and you haven't met this person before. So it might be that they're on vacation kind of thing. Yes, I know, it's not, things aren't going in the best direction just yet, but once they do. So, Rumpelstiltskin's secrets. That secretive energy with the High Priestess, they're not going to reveal everything to you. They have that mysterious aura to them, and it's probably going to drive you a little bit crazy because you really cannot figure this person out. And that's really what I get with that one. I'm just getting seashell hunting with it too, and it's weird because I know you guys weren't the seashell pile. But I'm getting seashell. So they might be a collector of sorts. They might have a collection of certain things. And it doesn't have to be limited to just seashells. I'm getting that someone close to them might have like a bakery or a store or something where they spent a lot of time when they were a kid. And they still do. Like they still try to get over there quite a bit. I know, it's weird. That's just what I'm getting. Judge. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Shadow attributes, offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. No, I don't think it's that. I think that this person does try to be fair and balanced. You have 2 cards talking about balance. I thought there was another one, but with that, it's trying to be fair. And they see all sides to the story. That Libra energy is coming through with that card. So that's another sign to add if that's what you're into, what you like hearing during the readings. But yeah, they're not just about trying to be one-sided. They want to be fair to everybody. They think about everybody before they take action. They don't just, okay, this is what I'm going to do. They think, okay, how is it going to affect this person or this, or, you know, they consider different things. They're the type of person, if they're running late, they're going to shoot you a text message and be like, hey, I'm running late. I'll be there, you know, by whatever time, kind of thing. Or, you know, I can't make it, let's do it another way. So this person is someone who is going to be compromising with you, trying to find a different way to still make you happy, because they don't want to disappoint you. This person might be a little bit of a people pleaser as well, and that's kind of where that imbalance might come in, because they do try to please everybody, and in the end they kind of screw themselves out because they're too worried about other people. So, you know, Hermit. And so Virgo usually we have, and that is seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. And we were talking about creativity with the sugar skull earlier. And there you have it. So shadow attributes: withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. So this person might be afraid of being judged by others. They might have a fear of being told certain things that they don't want to hear, so they're just like, I'm just gonna stay to myself. There's a lot of energy. Even though this person likes to have fun, there's certain things they just don't want to deal with, so they go and they just get away. And that might be something that might happen. There's always the negative qualities, of course, in your person. For them, I feel like sometimes they might just kind of shut down, and it might be where they don't want to communicate. So it also, you have the secretive energy, so that's a little bit more of, I believe, your Scorpio energy, where they're just gonna kind of keep to themselves. They're not gonna tell you everything. So that's going to be a little bit hard at times to try to figure them out, because depending on whether or not they want to talk to you about it, you're really not going to know. You're going to be kind of kept in the dark. What else? I feel like your person is very knowledgeable, very intelligent type of individual. Whether it's book smart or street smart, it doesn't matter. Your person is a very smart, wise type of individual. For some of you, November is also possibly the month you guys will get married. And it's, for some of you, maybe, I don't know if it's going to be this year. That'd be pretty soon to get married. But whichever year you do get married, November or a late fall type or mid-fall wedding. For some, this person might be a veterinarian, might work with animals, taking care of animals. Oh, your person might work for a postal, might work for the post office, delivering packages, depending on where you live and what services providers. Also, some of you, this person might be a pilot, is what was just coming through. They have like a nana that they're close to. A nana. That's what I heard specifically, a nana. This person loves jam. They like country fairs, the farmers market. They love eating organically. They like eating healthy foods. Something about soccer. So football for those of you not in the States, and soccer for those of you in the States. And what else? Anything else? This person can seclude themselves at times. They're just probably, you know, you're guys are going to go out and have fun and have your moments. But I think a lot of the time you guys spend together is just going to be at home, leading up to like until your marriage. You know, then of course it's different. But I'm saying like when you guys are just dating and that sort of thing, and getting to know each other. This person might post quite a bit on social media, so they might be pretty active on social media. This person might speak several languages. And I'm getting that they might have been born in one country, but now they live in another country. I was getting an image of a fish in the ocean. They might like... Did I say surf? Was I say surfing? I said surfing earlier for you guys. So it might be where they're out in the ocean, swimming, spending a lot of time by the water. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So let's get to your charms. Sorry, if you have your volume up high, you might want to turn it down just a little bit. And I will shuffle these, or mix them up. So we have a snowflake, so they might live in a place where it's colder, and a place where it's a little bit more chill in the winter, and that's maybe where they've been born. We do have a volleyball, and it's so funny because I was thinking about volleyball earlier and I just didn't say it, and yet here we are with the volleyball. So very interesting. We have the Superman logo, so this person very much will be into comics. I just dropped crap. Oh, there it is. They might be into comics. They might be into comic books, action, DC, Superman, Batman might be their favorite. Marvel, you know, whichever applies. So they're very much into superheroes. This baseball has shown up in every single one of these piles, so they're very active, very into sports, team sports, and I keep saying cricket, so I don't know if that's the right sport. I hope it is, because I don't think it's, there's that other one, and I can't even think about it, so I'm not going to try. We have the rabbit. The rabbit, I feel, just sexual energy. That's really what I get with the rabbit. Very active and just kind of cautious and aware, but you know, also very kind of cute type of personality. So yeah, very healthy sexual appetite there. And then we have the volleyball with the net. So volleyball, very much for some of you might really be, they might have competed at college or in high school, or they might compete beach volleyball is something else. And then we have the bird with a message. So messenger, they bring forward messages. That's another thing. So again, delivering messages, working for a company that does. They might work for like a news center, a broadcast news channel, whatever, even a news website. So another thing that was coming through. Let's get some more. Yeah, we were talking about soccer. That one reminds me of soccer. That makes me feel like a soccer jersey. So that's just kind of confirming that. We do have a crown. So your person's a little bit of, maybe a little high maintenance at times, or just very, what's the word? I don't want to say demanding or anything, but they're just very classy, elegant, regal type of individual. They don't, I don't know, I just keep getting these kinds of cards where it's not lower vibrational. They might dress a little bit nicer type of energy, and it's only going to resonate, you know, for some of you. It's not going to be every single one, but we have love, so a loving type of individual, someone who is going to be able to be affectionate with you, show you that they care, and you're going to know it. We do have the bee, so I feel like this person's always working, always has different projects going on, different things they need to work on. Might like honey, too. Might like honey. And we have this fish skeleton, so they might like seafood. Seafood might be one of their favorite foods. They might like going, you know, when they go camping, getting fish and eating it, you know, that sort of thing. And oh, we have a high heel, so that kind of goes with what I was saying about the princess, a little bit of a fashionista, whether female or male, doesn't matter. Very much into fashion. So let's get some letters for you guys. Got quite a few. So we have an S, an M, a B, an N, an E, a C, an R, an A, an I, and an F, and an L. So these can be the initials, or if you see a name, maybe that's something too. So that's what I have. So pile 4, I hope you guys enjoy this reading. I am very sorry for not getting this out sooner. I did mean to, and I should have, but I didn't. So, but it's here now, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do offer this personal type of reading on my shop. The description's in the link is in the description box above. I do specifically, it's more of who is your life partner, but I'm gonna try to do this. I'll see who will I marry, who am I gonna marry, and we'll see. But it's pretty much the same thing. Honestly, it is the same thing. So if you want to get your personal reading on this instead of the general, that it should be active in my shop. I don't think I sold out of it, but I might have. I'll have to double check. I'll be updating it. And I also, of course, offer other readings as well. So that is what I have pile 4. Like, share, subscribe if you're not already. And if you do subscribe, just remember to click on the bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card reading. That is what I have for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will try to be better. I need to get better about posting, I know. So I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm not forgotten about you. Not forgotten about the channel at all. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, morning, night, whenever you watch this, and thank you again. Bye, pile 4.